What's up, everybody? Just had to sneeze a little bit. Yeah, for some reason I'm not sick or anything, but it's just my nose has been acting up. But alright, we're live. Welcome back to yet another live stream. We'll talk a little bit about the market situation right now, which we obviously have to do after such a big drop. But apart from that, we will also talk about well, basically, I think everything you need to know. Let me just quickly share in all of our groups that we're live. Just give me a couple of moments. Yeah, all right. Let's get into it. So, hope you're all doing great. Everybody that's here already. We'll go over some charts. We'll take a look at some things right now. Bitcoin Bitcoin has, in my eyes, confirmed the bearish market structure. So I think we're dropping down to that level around 28,600 and 28,400 in general. So what we'll do in this video is we'll go over some charts, and then if you still have some requests at the end of the live stream, or after we're done with the other analysis, then you can request that in the comments. And in the meanwhile, I'll also make sure to check out some comments in the middle of the stream. So OP, we'll take a look at that, calls. Don't worry. XRP as well. Ethereum, we'll take a look at that. So all of those cryptos will be covered somewhere in the stream. You can see right here on the right which cryptos we will cover for sure, and then you can kind of see we'll do top to bottom, so then you'll know when it is. You know what? Let's just start with the cryptos that are requested. Why not? Since you're early, that's a bit of privilege. Nicolo, welcome to the stream, and welcome to the Signal group as well. So let's do that. So Gala right now is looking bearish. Like the buy area which I had designated kind of is this level down here around well, let's say 2.15 and 2.19 cents. This is still the area which I think we're going to drop down to, and then from there there's potential for some sort of a buy order, but that does depend on Bitcoin. I mean, if Bitcoin keeps dropping, then I wouldn't dare to buy any altcoin until Bitcoin finds some support. So that's what I expect from for now. Just continued bearish momentum down to this level, and then around 2. Wow, that's a beautiful drawing. And then around 2.15 cents, there's a potential for a good buy order, but only if Bitcoin also finds some support. So optimism yesterday was very, very bullish. You can see we had that major bullish breakout above 1.65, but then with the bearish momentum in the markets, we immediately gave up the entire level we broke above, which is, you know, that's not great. But right now it also looks like there's potential that this was just a fake out. We'll see. Optimism right now is dropping down to this level right here, around 1.54, where you can see there's a strong trend line and it's a strong key level as well. So we're dropping down there, and then depending on what we do from there, that will kind of determine what we will do later. So I think it's most likely that sure, we'll find some support there, but that we will not be able to break above 1.6, and that therefore it's more likely we'll drop down to 1.46 and 1.42. But this is mainly, see, if the market was more bullish than this, I wouldn't have said this. Then I would have said that this is such a strong support level that we'll probably be able to break above 1.6 and get back up to 1.8. But I mean, I do have to say, I'm personally not trading OP at this point of time. I think we'll have to wait for a little bit more confirmation, but due to the major bearish confirmation we got by breaking down below 1.64 and 1.6, and that Bitcoin is bearish like this, I would say it's more likely to get some support at 1.54, but after that continue dropping down. Ethereum, yeah, Ethereum is pretty clear to me. I'd say we're dropping down to that 1800 level now, which is not on my charts, but it is a relevant key level. And especially, like, I would say maybe the last confirmation we would need for Ethereum is that we actually break down below 1825, because 1825 is historically seen that's still a support level that's holding us up. I would say it doesn't matter that much because the main support level has broken, which was 1840. So altogether, I expect Ethereum to drop down towards 1800, and then from there probably also down to 1780 and 1775. From which this actually looks like a great buy area down here. It's a 0.618 fib. You also have a trend line which is kind of getting there. It isn't there yet, but it's getting there. So some sort of a long order here at 1780 I would definitely put on my chart, just to keep that in mind, to get some sort of a nice short-term bullish trade. And you know, maybe you're in luck and this is actually the point of reversal after which we can become bullish again, which would create a beautiful chart. XRP, very easy in my eyes. I think we're bearish. I think we had a major bearish breakout below 70 cents. That was the main level holding us up. So now that has broken, and again, I mean, my whole bias on the market right now is quite bearish due to the moves we've seen from Bitcoin. So that's also why I expect XRP to drop down to that 65 cents area. And I'm probably going to buy from 65 cents, just so you know. There's the 0.618 fib, again, very strong Fibonacci level, but this time around it's also paired up with a normal support level and the 200 EMA. So I think that level has potential, and that's you can see here on the side that I have a price alert set up for that. So when the price gets close, I'll make the decision whether to buy or not, because I would preferably I'd be behind the charts if the entry actually hits. But yeah, so those were some of the requests already out of the way. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let's see. Leo Soul, welcome to the stream. WLD, we'll take a look at that a little bit later. Yeah, all right. So we'll focus on the other cryptos you can see on the list to the right. We'll do that, and then afterwards we'll do some requests like AVAX, Solana. We can do Solana. Solana is also on the list, and then we'll just do it from top to bottom, checking out the general direction and also if there are potential trades. I've already analyzed all of these charts twice today, and Solana, I also posted a written out technical analysis on Solana in the Cilinix crypto charts channel, which is 100% free, and I post analysis daily there. So I'll post it in the chart real quick, or I'll post it in the chat, in the live stream chat. There you can join. I did a full analysis on Solana there. Personally, I am waiting. Like right now, we're finding support and we're holding support at the 200 EMA right here. I think at some point of time, due to the bearish momentum that we're seeing, you know, we might actually still get a spike up from here. That's a possibility. But I think at some point of time, that 200 EMA here at 23.25 will break, and that we'll see a move down to $22, which again, same with XRP. I have a price alert at 22.5 to make the decision whether I would want to buy from $22. $22 is historically a support level. And apart from that, it's also paired up with a 0.618 fib, so that creates somewhat of an area of confluence from which you could take a buy. I mean, it's a bit risky since, you know, like I said, the general direction in the market is bearish. But it's a possibility. I mean, we have seen a lot of strength from Solana in the last couple of weeks as well, even though the general direction is down. So that might be an idea. So Jasmy, what we're seeing right now, and I'm not necessarily sure why. Maybe because Binance is launching in Japan, and Jasmy is actually one of the cryptos that will be listed, like one of the earliest cryptos. But that actually caused us to break above the 382 fib, which is bullish. That's actually pretty bullish. Like Jasmy might be one of the most bullish cryptos right now. So now what we're determining is whether this is a fake out or not. So what we'll see kind of in the next 4 hours is if we break down below this, then I'd say it's more likely that Jasmy will drop down to 0.38 cents and probably afterwards also down to 0.00375. But if Jasmy is actually able to hold this level around 0.39 cents, then, you know, I could see us going all the way up to 0.00405. Man, these numbers, it's if you create a crypto, just make it easy, just make it around dollars and not so low in cents. But yeah, so I think we can actually see some more bullish momentum depending on if we can hold 0.39 cents or not. And then there might be a short up here somewhere, but it's not conclusive enough yet right now. I mean, right now, Jasmy is still trying to get some clear bias, I would say. Pepe is not doing much. Pepe in general is very bearish. I would say a great sell area for Pepe would be up here at 14,000. But the price is not going to get there. So personally, what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for Thursday to come around. Pepe historically on Thursday is pretty strong. So what I hope is that Pepe will drop down a little bit more, down to this support level right here at around 10,500. And then once we hit that level and Thursday hits, I think we can actually get some bullish momentum from here. So you could potentially take a trade like this, stop loss under the 10,000 level to allow some breathing room, and then just put your take profit at the next resistance level. Like this could be a good trade if the price drops down there, which, given these bearish market structure or market circumstances, I'd say is pretty likely. Matic right now looks like, see, I'm not trading Matic right now because there's just nothing with great risk reward. Like if you could potentially, and I've thought about this, and this seems like the most like the best trade is shorting from this area up here. Because you have the 0.236 FIB there, you have the 50 EMA there, and some other EMAs just above there. But it will probably not get there, all right? Matic is so bearish right now that we will probably not get enough bullish momentum to get there. And if we do get that bullish momentum, then maybe there's something going on why you should not take that short anymore. And then on the other hand, you have 66 and 65 cents, which is a great support area. But how much support are you going to get from such an area if you're so bearish? Same goes for Cardano. Even though with Cardano, I still think there's a possibility of taking some sort of a break retest short trade from 30 cents. 30 cents right now for Cardano is by far the strongest support level that's still holding us up. So if 30 cents breaks, so if ADA actually drops down below 30 cents and closes on the 4-hour time frame, then I am considering taking a short trade from 30 cents, putting my stop loss above these EMAs probably here around 31 cents or so, and just riding it all the way down towards 28.5 cents. Great risk reward and pretty solid trade, but for that we would still need to see some sort of a bearish breakout. And I'm not sure if we're going to get that. I mean, Bitcoin is very bearish right now. But we would need to see some, quite significantly more bearish momentum than we have now, if you know what I mean. Maria, welcome to the stream. Optimism, we already did quite in the beginning. Funny Animal Shorts, great name again. No, I don't trade stocks and commodities. I mean, commodities I sometimes look at, but just because it's interesting. Jasmy, Raouf, we did we just did. And Pepe as well, and other cryptos we'll take a look at the end of the video, or but we'll see. All right, I mean right now we're still going through the list, but yeah, I could actually, if there's enough demands for that, I could also post some. I could create a second channel or something, and post some technical analysis on stocks. I did do that. If you go to YouTube and you look up Cilinix crypto or cilinixfxcapital and then Tesla. Here you can see I used to do Tesla technical analysis back in 2021, which is pretty long ago, but interesting. Injective right now, very bearish. I would say that there's support coming up at $7.5. But again, I mean, going long in market circumstances like these, I personally don't like it. I think $7 down here is stronger. It's a stronger support level. It's also a psychological support level, which 7.5 is as well. But we already got a lot of support from 7.6. So who knows? Like 7.5 might not be enough of a support to actually hold us up. So with Injective, I'm just waiting it out. I think I'm waiting it out till Either we drop down to $7 or that we get a bit of bullish momentum and we get up to like 8.3 and that we can actually go short from there. Solana we already covered. Litecoin, I did a technical analysis on that in the Cilinix charts channel again. But all right, and let's see. Yeah, so with Litecoin, obviously with the Litecoin halving coming up, I would advise you not to trade it. But it does look bearish. I mean, we had you can see this trend line right here. It's quite a massive, or not massive, but it's quite a strong trend line. And what we did is we did not get that third touch. We actually broke down below that and retested. So usually you actually continue dropping down from there. I would say we will also see that. I would say 87, 86 is my first price target. But if the halving will actually cause some sort of a dump, I think we could see levels as far as 85 and 84.5. Now Link, I would say, is in the middle of some sort of a reversal. You can see some sort of a triangle here where we have bearish momentum coming down ever since, confirmed since the 27th of July. Had a bit of support from this major support level, but it looks like we will actually respect 7.5, and that we'll see continued bearish momentum down to 7.1, $7, and then afterwards probably also down to 6.8. At this point of time, Link doesn't look that interesting to me. I don't know why. I mean, the best trade would have probably been a long trade from this area, but I don't think you could have seen that coming, and I don't think I would have caught it either, because we actually we spiked down until a little bit above the level where I would go long from. So yeah. All right. Yeah, let's so compound right now depends a little bit on what we do with this level right here at $64. $64 is historically quite strong, which you can also see right here. Like if you do this, you can actually see that the level around $64, $65 is pretty strong. If we can break above that, we'll probably recover up to $70 at the very least. But if we're not able to do so, which looks like the most likely scenario, it's quite likely we'll drop down all the way to like $56, $55. Quite a significant drop, but it's likely. I mean, compound, like such a big crash, it's not easy to come back from that. Yeah, let's do some requests. Oh, WLD, I would still take a look at that. So WLD at this point of time is just consolidating. Like there's not that much going on. I would say a bearish breakout at some point of time is the most likely scenario. But we're waiting for that confirmation. I mean, at the end, this is just a market structure. We're kind of consolidating in this area, and we're going to get a breakout at some point of time, right? That's something you can be sure of. Just what way we will actually get that breakout, that's the main question, and I don't have that answer fully yet. I think a bearish breakout, but who knows? A lot of things could happen in a short period of time. All right, let's do some requests. So Bitcoin is showing some bullish momentum here on the 15-minute time frame, which is pretty interesting to see. Overall, still bearish, of course, but yeah, this could, like a move like this could turn into something bullish, especially on the 1st of August. Like today is still a very, very difficult day to trade, guys. I wouldn't recommend trading today overall, but it's your own choice, of course. But yeah. Okay, QNT from Summertime. Welcome to the stream. So QNT, I'm actually short on QNT, so I might be a little bit biased, but what we did is on the daily time frame, you can see this. On the daily time frame, we actually hit a significant resistance at the 200 EMA. Ever since we have been dropping, I would say we will at least see a drop, especially because we got some bearish confirmation here by getting some bearish breakouts and then finding resistance there. So I would say the most likely scenario from here for Quant is that we will at least drop down to this 100 and 200 EMA level down here at 100.5 or 100.5, 105, that level. And from there we'll see again. I mean, from there, there's the possibility that we can start some sort of an uptrend. or we might drop down to 101. But that depends on how much support we'll get there, and I do expect us to get support from there. So, for example, if we find some support here, but we are not able to break above 108 as a resistance level, it's more likely that we'll just drop back down all the way to that $100 round level / 101. So yeah, all right. Shiba Inu, Shiba and Render will do. Render itself, see with Render, the thing is we broke out of this bearish channel, right? So that's a good thing, but altogether there's still not that much to go off of. Like, we're finding some support here at 1.7, but Render is a lot of things, but it's not strong at this point of time. Like, I would say we can actually hold this consolidation for a bit longer, but I don't think we'll be able to break above 1.8 and 1.85. Like, the only way in which we could do something like this and break above that is if Bitcoin becomes very, very bullish, and well, like I've said earlier, this live stream, that is not necessarily what I expect. Even though, I mean, like I said, we're getting some support here, but I still don't think the most likely scenario is that we'll get a bullish breakout. But we'll see. I mean, who knows? Right now, it does look like Render is heading for that 1.8 to 1.81 level again. I think we'll find resistance there and stay in this consolidation, and then at some point of time drop down to 1.55 and 1.5. But it could also be that Bitcoin becomes bullish and that we break out of that. It's just not it's not what I expect, to be fair with you. Maria, I quit stocks because I don't know. Yeah, I just focus on crypto. I think crypto is more interesting. Like, stocks is a bit boring. Like, you'd have to read through financial reports and stuff, and I am able to do that. I did study some things around that, but it's just it's less fun than crypto, and trading stocks is also, I would say, it depends a little bit more on fundamental analysis, and that's I like fundamental analysis, but stocks or crypto it seems a bit easier to trade. I don't know, but in stocks you're mostly trading against really professional traders, or at least people that know what they're doing. And in crypto, let's be fair, still quite a lot of people just don't really know what they're doing, and they'll FOMO into prices and stuff. So then there's money to be made. All right, Tomo. Yeah, let's take a look at Tomo. Tomo and CRV. I haven't taken a look at CRV. I know what's going on with the hack and stuff, but I haven't taken a look at it. Tomo itself right now. Yeah, this is what I said last time around, I believe. This still looks pretty valid, I would say. Like last time I said we would head out to that 1.6, 1.65 level, and then from there probably drop back down, because that's overall, if you take a look at the daily time frame, that looks like the most likely scenario. But I'd say that, I mean, Tomo, first of all, it's manipulated, right? I mean, most of you know that, and Maria, you know that as well, I think. So Tomo right now, what I do see as a possibility is that we'll test 1.5 again. But at this point of time, I think the most likely scenario is that we'll find resistance at 1.5, and that from there we'll actually drop down at least down to 1.27, 1.25. This looks like the most likely scenario. Because it's manipulated, there's also a chance that we are able to break above 1.5, in which case we will at least get back up to 1.65, but it's quite likely that afterwards we'll get up to 1.8. Not the most likely scenario, definitely a realistic possibility, I would say. And CRV, I don't have an analysis on CRV, and I'm not sure if technical analysis is the best thing to do on it right now. Yeah, major crash. I don't know. It depends a lot on the news right now, right? So it depends a lot on if capital is deployed to save CRV. I would say in terms of technicals, there's one major level which you need to take a look at. And that's this level right here. So that's between 66 and 64 cents. It looks like we're testing that. If we can break above that, it's quite likely we'll recover. All right. So if we can break above 66 cents right here, it's quite likely that we can recover up to 72, 74 cents again, and that we're fine, at least for now. But I do think, like, purely technically, you'd expect resistance here. And then if you cannot break above that at some point of time, that probably means that there's no good news anymore about CRV. So then it's more likely we'll drop down to 50 cents, I would say. All right, we'll do two more analysis, guys. 2 more analysis requests, and then the stream is over. I mean, I have some other things to do as well. So, thoughts on Cardano? We took a look at Cardano not too long ago in this stream. Personally, like right now, we're seeing some, like I said earlier, we're seeing some bullish momentum from Bitcoin. That's also reflected for Cardano. But personally, I think at some point of time we'll break down below 30 cents, and from there I might just go short. Yeah, Shiba Inu, Shiba. Let's do that. I saw that a couple of times, so let's take a look at that. I mean, Shiba right now, it's pretty interesting. Like we've tried to break above this level right here at 860 2 times already, which is more than we did in the last month and a half combined. Before those two trials, I would say we're still bullish, but we're losing some momentum. Like the volume for Shiba Inu at this point of time is still high, but it's dropping. It's dropping. So what we would need to see, obviously, is a break above 860, after which we could actually get all the way up to 900 and 930, or like that entire level. And then 930 is the very highest we could go. But for now, I'm not sure. Like I said, we're losing momentum. We're not getting that much support anymore. So I'd say we will actually drop down to this level right here, around 800. Grab some liquidity from there. But if from that level we are not able to break above at least 840, I think it's done. All right, so I think we'll do that liquidity grab down. From there we'll find support. If that support doesn't break above 840, it's more likely we'll drop down all the way to 785. All right, last analysis, guys. Last CRV, we just did Rove. We just did CRV. Yeah, let's do a BCH, Bitcoin Cash, for a last look. Overall, I must say my general thoughts on BCH are bearish. All right, I think we've been massively manipulated before, and I think at some point of time we're just going to drop back down to those levels. All right, so that's my long-term view. On the short term, we had some bullish momentum, obviously, on Monday. Right now, we are, I mean, that is settling down a bit, I would say. We're back in this consolidation right here. So I think we're dropping down to 237, excuse me. And at some point of time, I think we'll find support at that level initially. So 235, 237. And then somewhere in the next week or so, I expect that level to break. And it dropped down to 220 and 210. That's what I expect for now. I don't think we can actually get enough bullish momentum again to get back up to 256. But all right, that's the stream for now, guys. So it was great having you all here. I enjoyed it. Ocean will take a look at next time around. Dogecoin will also take a look at next time around. Maybe I'll even post a video on that tomorrow on the channel. But for now, I appreciate you all being here. If you want to join the Cilinix premium group, check out cilinix.com. There you can find out information about the premium group, but also my own trading guides and how to get that if you actually would be interested in that and if you want to become a better trader. But for now, thank you for being here. Have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you all in my next